Okay, so here's some tips on how to get rid of that knot, right? That knot you always get in the upper back. Most people say it's like the shoulder blade, but it's actually usually the spot between your shoulder blade and the spine. And it's hard to get to, right? Because like, trying to reach back there. So here's some things you can do to help with that knot. First thing is to get a lacrosse ball, could be a tennis ball, and you can just go up against the wall and you gotta reach back there and then find that spot between the shoulder blade and the spine. And you can go up and down a little bit, roll side to side, right? And that's a good place to start with hitting that area, especially if you're by yourself and all you have is a ball and a wall. The next way to do it that I like that involves a little bit of breathing is to get on the ground. Again, try to get the ball between the shoulder blade and the spine. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hand, put it behind your back. That opens up that area a little bit better. You're gonna lay like this with your legs off to the side. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna breathe into the ball. So it's a nice inhale, so 4 seconds inhale. Then I want you to hold it for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then exhale slowly 4 or 5 seconds. And when you do, just kind of let your rib cage mold down around that ball. And you'll do that a couple breaths at each segment, and it's basically a rib segment. And then you'll come slide up and the ball will go down, or slide down and the ball will go up, and you can kind of hit each of those rib segments and to help kind of mobilize that area. Now, if we're talking about some stretches for this, what I like to do, the first one I like to do is a banded overhead stretch. This helps to stretch the muscles in that area between the shoulder blade and the spine. Grab a band that's tied to a door or something up high. Grab it like this with your wrist because you want it pulling on your arm. Then you're going to step back and really let that pull, the band pull through your lat, and it'll pull, basically pulling your shoulder blade off your rib cage. You can make it a little more aggressive by kind of going back like this, right? And reaching back with your foot and really leaning into it, keeping that arm up by your ear. And then sometimes it's nice to get a little muscle contraction, then a relaxation. Little muscle contraction, then a relaxation, and that really helps to target the muscle. Now, the last stretch that I like to do, and this is if you're in a little bit of a pinch and you don't have any bands or lacrosse balls and you're starting to feel that come on, another nice way to stretch this is, let's say it's my right arm again, I'm feeling that knot behind there, feel like it's getting tight, is you're gonna lift your foot up, your left foot, reach down, try to keep your back straight, reach down, reach the opposite side of your foot, and then you basically just step on the gas. So you're kind of pulling up as your foot's pressing down, and you'll feel a real distinct stretch in those muscles. So there's 2 trigger point ways to do it with a lacrosse ball and 2 stretches. So if you're having that knot in the upper back, go ahead and try to knock it out with some of those tips. If you have any questions, please let us know.